Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you all doing today? McKnight jumping in the chat. What's going on, man? Yes, it is BizJet time. I think it was finally time to buy some BizJets here on the channel, on the stream. So we're gonna check it out. Hopefully it behaves today. I've been having some relatively good luck with it. Did a nice flight down from San Diego to Cabo San Lucas down in Mexico yesterday. That was pretty fun. So hopefully it behaves again as well today. John, what's up, man? Morning, sir, or good evening your time rather. Let's see, I gotta get VATSIM up on my V-Pilot. We are November 219's Charlie Mike, C25 Charlie. Perfect. Doesn't look like anyone's on VATSIM, so we'll be on Unicom today, or at least the departure on out of here. Give me a second while I pull up my charts. I did learn from our mistake yesterday. We did put the flight plan in from the flight plan menu, so we don't have to baffle around doing that this morning, so we'll be able to just get right on out of here. I hear you, man. Did you wipe the computer yet? We are in Pensacola Airport, default airport for Flight Sim 2020. Nothing special about it, but it looks good, man. I've been waiting for years to be able to just come and fly around the airports like this. I've never been to Pensacola in a sim. Because there's never really been any kind of good scenery for it. In every sim we have, the default's just terrible. But look at this, man. This is exactly what Pensacola looks like for those that have been there before. And it's default. It's amazing. It's truly amazing. Like I said, I went to Cabo yesterday. Default scenery as well. Perfect. Spot on as to what it looks like there in real life. I am really enjoying being able to hop around to different airports that we traditionally don't get to go to because we don't have a payware add-on for it. This is awesome. Setting up my room for uni. Oh, gotcha, man. When does class start again? All right, let's hop into jet. See what we got going on here. So first things first, we'll make sure the parking brake is set, which it is. We'll get the battery master on. The gens are already on. Get the avionics on as well. Didn't mean to do that. We'll quiet the chimes.
Oral warning, okay.
This aircraft does not have an APU, so we'll be on battery power for a bit. We should be well on our way though before that starts to become an issue. Like I said, the flight plan's already in. I'm gonna just set up the I was gonna say CDU, but that's Airbus talk. I've been flying the Airbus so much. You guys know what I mean. We're gonna go up to 5,000 on the initial climb out of here. Unless ATC comes on and tells us otherwise. Week of the 21st. Gotcha, man. Good luck with it, man. I know you'll do well. We'll get the flight directors on vertical speed mode. I like to have that dialed in already. Put that like so. We want to make sure it's following the nav, so we've got that on. Actually, we're going to be vectors out of here, so let's go to heading. 349 is the runway heading out of Pensacola here. We're taking 35 based on the winds. Make sure live weather is set. Alright, that's cool. Altimeter 3006. Live weather is still not working the best. Or at all, rather, in the States. Until Sobo and Microsoft fixes that issue end of month. So let me just double check. 3008. Okay, it's not far off. I just checked the live weather there at Pensacola. It's not too bad. Winds should be the same as well. That's all set up. Let me just step through our routing. We'll go to position in it first of all. And we're Pensacola, which is KPNS, so Kilo Papa November Sierra. Reference airport, we'll drop that down in here. We'll check out the route. Next page. Next page. Check out the legs. Let me just back up the... And let me change that on the terrain. And we'll just step down here. So it's a pretty short flight. We're just going to radar vectors to our first waypoint after we depart north. We'll make right downwind, maybe left downwind. The airport's pretty, there's some busy airports off to our right hand side. And then we will vector ourselves southbound to Key West. So that looks good. Change the format here a bit. That looks good. That looks good. All right. One quick look around. We'll get the engine started up, so we want to get nav and beacon on. We'll hit the right starter. We'll watch the N2 rise. I think about 20% is what we're looking for, and then we can turn the engine on. Alright, that's 20. Drop down here. Get the right engine on. That's running. While that's spooling up, let's take a look at our plan for today, shall we? We're here on the ground at Pensacola. Like I said, we're going to be departing north, so runway 35, really quick taxi. We'll take Charlie to Charlie 2 and into the runway. Got a good amount of runway. We don't need to backtrack or anything or cross the runway and come down Alpha 6. This jet gets up in a hurry, as you'll see. So that's it taxi wise. For our routing, like I said, we are going to depart north and then we'll make right downwind. How about that? That makes sense. Right downwind, pick up our first waypoint, which is Barry, and then direct Carter. We'll continue southbound here. And then we're picking up Corgi. And then we're going to join the RNAV arrival into Key West for runway 09. We'll probably shoot the visual. It looks like it's a clear day down there weather-wise, so but we'll see. We'll have the RNAV programmed in just in case. That's it, man. I love these little Sunday morning quick hops. You know, no muss, no fuss. A nice little biz jet or a GA or a turboprop, especially in the southern Florida area. It's very peaceful and cool. So that's our plan for this morning. All right, that's our right engine fired up. Let's get the left one going. Again, we'll wait for that N2 to rise to about 20%. I have not forgot about Gibraltar. We will do that flight. We'll go back to Europe and we'll get out of Loe and go to Gibraltar. I know we were supposed to do that yesterday, but there was just too much going on. But we'll go back there. Alright, both of those getting started up. Like I said, default airport, guys, and this is exactly what Pensacola more or less looks like. Good stuff. cabin looks really nice. I've got to edit the config file so that we're able to walk behind the cockpit here. I don't know why they restricted that. You can do that in most of the other aircrafts, the other GA aircrafts as well. It's not like the cockpit is not modeled, so I don't know why they restricted us from moving back there, but that would have been cool. All right, we need to get our radio set up. Like I said, no one's on, but just want to make sure we are talking. 2200 for the squawk, because we are, it says an IFR flight. 122.8 is our Unicom frequency. I don't see anyone else in the area. Let me just take a quick look. So that's us there on VATSIM down at Pensacola. This aircraft going to Jacksonville, no factor. There's really no one else around us on VATSIM, so that's great. Like I said, it is early here in the States. Well, East Coast it's noon. Here in LA it's 9 a.m. But relatively early for a Sunday. VATSIM doesn't usually get too crazy on a Sunday till the afternoons and evenings, so nice little peaceful flight for us for sure. We'll get out of there. We'll get our flaps down for takeoff. Trim, let's see. I'm gonna get our trim about there. This aircraft loves to pitch down on you hard if you're not careful when you're rotating. So I want to get the trim, the nose up a little bit more than usual. As long as she doesn't rocket to the sky, we should be good. Nav and beacon is on. We're clear to our left and right hand sides. We got track IR working, left, right, up, down, cross. Okay, looks good. He's going to be in the way as usual. I don't know why they put these people right in front of you, but I guess because they want you to use them for pushback. But we'll just do shift P for pushback, just to get him out the way. Hope you guys are doing well this Sunday morning. Thanks for tuning in. Quick spur of the moment stream here. Like I said, I've been enjoying the CJ4 lately. I decided to take it up and do a stream real quick. Hopefully it doesn't make a liar out of me today, but it has been performing well. Alright, I think we got him out the way now. Parking brakes released. Let me just double check the fuel. Let's see, what did SimBrief give us? 2988. This thing burns a little bit more than it should. Just increase it a little bit there. That's fine. I look good here. Pensacola traffic, citation 19 Charlie Mike. We're leaving the FBO taxi to runway 35 via Charlie 2. Pensacola traffic. Alright, that's our call. He's gonna get clipped, but nothing I can do about that. They don't get out the way, unfortunately. One thing I have found, if you give this thing too much thrust into turns, your nose wheel steering just automatically becomes disabled. So you really gotta turn like dead slow. There we go. Get our taxi light on now. We have left the ramp. It's a good looking aircraft, man. I know it's default and all, but did a good job. Alright, like I said, it's a quick taxi. Already approaching the threshold here. Pensacola traffic, citation 219 Charlie Mike departing runway 35. This will be a right downwind departure. Pensacola traffic. Alright, strobe on. Landing lights on. Cabin is secure. Imaginary passengers back there. We're clear on final. We're clear down the runway. Alright, like I said, this thing gets up in a hurry. Let's just double check some stuff here. We've got our flaps set. Cabin is secure. Got all that set. Got our heading set. We're in heading mode. That looks good. Let's get out of here. Let's thrust. Set. Hold her steady. That's V1. Rotate. Positive gate, yeah, positive rate for us, gear up. Good Lord, this is gorgeous. Wow. That is gorgeous. Education, would we be the passenger? Sure thing, man. We got 6 of you right now. That's actually what we filed for the low too, 6 passengers. So welcome aboard. Pensacola traffic, clear runway 35, right downwind turn now out of 2.6. Pensacola traffic, citation 219 Charlie Mike. Make that right hand turn. That's incredible. That is incredible. Gear coming up. I mean, flaps coming up. Ignoring the flight directives right now. It's a bit off sometimes. No ATC on, so we'll clear ourselves above the 5,000. I think we filed 4-1, but I'm not going to go that high. I think we'll go to 3.5 today. Alright, flight level change can come on. Half bank is on. And we'll get the yaw damper on. Continue that right hand turn now. This jet is so quiet. It's so powerful, but so quiet. I think Zibo nailed the sounds in a lot of these aircrafts, man. Again, I'm ignoring the flight director. It's really trying to get us to pitch up 20 plus degrees, but no need for that. That's way too aggressive of a climb. Aircraft could handle it, but you generally, especially if you have passengers, wouldn't do that. Actually, we'll recycle the flight directors. And there we go. That's a little bit more natural. Continuing that right turn, we're gonna go Vary, I believe is our first waypoint, like I said. Or we'll clean up landing light, taxi lights. Turn on nav mode here. Let's see if this autopilot tries to kill us. Let's put the autopilot on. Alright, it's doing its thing. Good stuff. Leaving the panhandle now. That is looking good. We are just south of Jacksonville. Again, we are on VATSIM, no ATC services on. I doubt we'll get anyone on for this flight. Like I said, it's not extremely early, but relatively early, especially on a Sunday morning here in the States. So we're cruising by ourselves. We're monitoring Unicom. I don't see any other aircrafts in the area at all, or even down at Key West. So this will likely be a full-on solo flight. Let me the throttles back just a bit so we don't overspeed here. Wish we had some cabin wing views, but I'll figure out how to adjust that camera config file like I did with the Airbus. So we can explore the cabin a little bit more in this jet. It's a really fun jet. I've flown the Longitude twice. I don't like it at all. It's the newer of the Citations, of course. It comes with the Premium Deluxe version. It's poorly modeled, man. Eye candy wise, it's great, but the systems are I think they're running the G3000s, and yeah, it's not up to the task, put it that way. It burns way too much fuel as well. CJ4 is a lot better. Let me know what you guys think. What have you been flying in MFS? One thing about this sim for sure, like I mentioned before, it definitely has allowed me to check out many different aircrafts that either in other sims we didn't have available, or there was a payware and it was expensive and I just wasn't really into flying them, or B, they just weren't good altogether. Alright, that's 18,000. Standard is set and cross-checked. So yeah, I've definitely been flying a whole host of various aircrafts in this sim. Since picking it up, it's pretty great. I'm gonna reset Navigraph Simlink. For some reason it is lagging behind on the charts here, so let me quit it and try to restart it. Alright, that looks a little better. Again, no standard arrival procedure on this arrival into Key West. We'll just have to monitor. We should start our top of descent here. It's like at Qatar, so at Qatar we'll start down across Qatar at about 220. Blake Boy, hello man, welcome to the stream. Happy Sunday, how you doing? On our way down to Key West from Pensacola. Over the Atlantic now, just south of the Panhandle. Decided to try the Citation CJ4. Great little jet. I've been flying the Airbus a lot, so I wanted to take a break from that and switch it up. Xtreme will probably be the TBM. Another one of my favorite aircrafts here in this sim. Nice little turboprop. Hey boy, appreciate that, man. No worries at all, appreciate that. Appreciate all of you actually tuning in. It's a new world, folks. I know there are some concerns and frustrations with this sim for sure. It's not perfect, but we really haven't seen anything this good out of the box from any simulator ever. And it's only going to continue to get better. That's my opinion. But I think based on facts, I mean, we've seen their commitment to fixing and addressing a lot of these bugs from day one. We've already gotten our first patch, which I think overall has improved a lot of the fluidity and stability of the sim. I'm here in this aircraft here. First of all, my rig settings or hardware specs are in the description. 1080 Ti 8700K on the base clock, not overclocked on the CPU or GPU by any means, and I'm running a 55-inch 4K TV, and I'm getting 35 frames per second on mainly ultra settings here in the cockpit. It's pretty remarkable, I think, especially when you consider all that this simulator draws. Yeah, I know we're over the ocean now, but you check out my other streams, even over dense cities, I've got pretty much the same performance. I think it's done really well. Want to check out more areas south of Florida as well, in the Caribbean. I think we'll go to the Bahamas soon. We actually did do a group flight to Nassau. That was incredible. But I think I want to go to Exuma and some of the other smaller island chains down there in the Bahamas. I mean, look at this. When have we ever seen an aircraft modeled this well in a default sim? It's truly remarkable. Yeah, no winds aloft until they fix the weather issue here in the States. So right now we're still showing, like, what is that, 2.5 something at 3, 2.52 at 3 roughly. Always want to make sure we're monitoring our instruments. ITT is looking good, our N2 looks good, our oil temperature and pressure looks good. Fuel on board looking good. Like the oxygen pressure and whatnot. It's a pressurized aircraft, is not modeled. We'll just say it's looking good. I don't think there's a switch down here or anything like that. We'll turn it on. Yeah, it's all in up. But I mean, it's really well modeled. Great little bizjet, man. It's a great little bizjet. I'm gonna climb now. We're doing about 1,000 feet per minute, 354 across the ground. Not bad. Believe it or not, this aircraft is a little bit more predictable than the default A320. Like I said, I think we'll level off here at 350. I know we filed 4-1, but obviously you've got more air down here, so we can go a little faster than we would be able to go at 410. 410 really, these kind of biz jets file that really to not have to worry about the commercial airliners and whatnot below them. Also for weather purposes, a lot of the CBs and thunderstorms and whatnot, they can fly over the top of them. But we've got no traffic to worry about, we've got no weather to worry about, we've got no winds aloft. Like I said, it's not really modeled yet until they fix the server issue, so 350 will be perfect for us. This little quick flight. Alright, we should be leveling out here shortly. I'm gonna watch for ice buildup. This sim models icing, I think, a little bit too aggressively, if you ask me, but we just want to make sure. Let's see, what's our outside air temperature right now? I think 19C. We are going through a bit of a cloud layer here, so I want to double check, but we'll keep a lookout here on the wings. Make sure we're not getting any ice buildup. First indication will be we start to lose airspeed. Alright, I don't know why this thing didn't level out. Level it out ourselves. I think we gotta hit altitude hold in this aircraft. Let's get back down. We're about 400 feet above where we want to be. Let's get that down a little bit here. As long as we are at an odd flight level heading south here, we should be okay. That's 350. So far so good. Making good timing here down in the Key West. Trying to drop frames a bit here anytime we enter a cloud layer, but it goes back up. Alright, maybe let's let's try 3.7. I didn't realize we were gonna have cloud layers at 3.5. Let's go to 3.7. Here we go. Hopefully we can break out of this here. Probably why Simbrief gave us 4-1. Doing 409 across the ground, so again we're still making good time here in the Key West. Got no weather. Saw a little bit of weather down to the southeast of us there, but no weather upcoming. The looks of it. Can you fly to my house, Dr. Sniper 17? Where's your house, bud? Alright, we'll level out. We're leveling out now. 370. We're still in the soup a bit. It's not terrible. I really don't want to go any higher than this. Relatively short flight. Alright, now that we're leveled, we'll start to pick back up some additional airspeed here. Yeah, we are on VATSIM, but we are on Unicon. There's really no one else in the area at this moment. Good weather up here though today. Alright, we'll start down here in roughly 20-25 minutes. We're able to continue to maintain this speed. Nice looking jet. Modeled really well. We're bumping up against our overspeed here. Let me pull the throttles back just a tad. Yeah, cruise, which is right here. Alright, we're good, man. Leveled out, aircraft's leveled out, speed's leveled out. 370, clear skies, no turbulence, no weather. Great day for flying down here in Florida. We're in Miami's airspace now. Like I said, no one's on at the moment. Got Jacksonville ground. That's about it. As we start to make our way into Key West, we'll make our radio calls appropriately. Those of you just tuning in, welcome here, welcome to the channel. Appreciate you all taking a sec of your day to jump on in. We're in the Citation CJ4. On our way down to Key West out of Pensacola this morning. Lovely day for flying here in Florida. We're on VATSIM. Currently monitoring Unicom. No one on at the moment. No air traffic anywhere around us or ATC. So should be a good flight in. This is one of the liveries out of that Mega 8 livery pack that the community has been putting together for about 12 or more of those aircrafts now. The A320 by far leading the way. I think there are 160 liveries for the A320 at the moment. So the folks have been really busy. Got liveries for the Citation Jet, as you can see here. There's liveries for a lot of the GA aircrafts as well, and they're great looking liveries, man. Really nice day here. All right, we've now crossed into Miami's airspace out of Jacksonville here. I think we've got about 20 or so minutes before we start our top of descent and pick up that RNAV arrival into Key West. Take a look at our charts here. This is us, like I mentioned, just crossing into Miami. Gonna shoot that RNAV arrival, so our last waypoint will be Corgi. And then we'll pick up the RNAV, Sting, Chets, Atnaw. That'll essentially be our base. Then left traffic, bus B, and into runway 09. At Key West, let's see where we're parking. Really not a big airport at all, so this is generally where everyone parks, really. The airliners are a little bit over on this side, and I think you got your biz jets here and your props, I think, park around here. So we'll see. We'll figure it out when we get there. As you can see, it's not a lot of runway, so we've got to make sure we get this aircraft down and stopped. We'll have a slightly lower approach speed than normal. Obviously, enough to keep us in the air. We don't want to stall, but definitely want to keep her as slow as possible and get her stopped. Well, that's it. Other than that, we're looking good. Weather looks good. We'll pull the actual METAR down at Key West as we get a little closer. But so far so good. I was really impressed with Pensacola, man. It's It's a default airport, but it looked really good. It was spot on as well, very accurate. It's nice to be able to have a sim where you can actually fly to default airports and it resemble the actual airport. Pretty cool. See how we're looking inside, monitoring our instruments here. Airspeed a little lower than we'd like it to be. We can bump up the speed just to here. Flight level 370, we look good here. No turbulence, weather looks good. Fuel 1270 in both tanks. Oil pressure looks good. Oil temperature looks good. Johnny, man, what's up? Morning. I saw you had to I saw you had to take the labs back up again. Double check that issue. I would have done the same thing. It's a lockup issue. I don't know. I've had it once before, years ago though. It just locks up on you, the steering, for some reason. Shout out to Johnny for actually introducing me to this aircraft. Again, I was never into biz jets. Took this thing up from day one and pretty much in love. You generally see me flying the Airbus. I'm an Airbus guy. I love the A320 series. Dreamliner is my second favorite aircraft. 37-800 I like. Not really in love with it like many people are. I don't know. I've never been a fan of the 37-800. Fly a lot for work, or used to at least. I'm not flying much during COVID, but 737 from a passenger standpoint is just so uncomfortable. So uncomfortable. I love the Airbus. Love the Dreamliner, like I said. 747 is great too. I tried to fly it once in this sim and damn near crashed on takeoff, and I'm not the only one. It sounds like there's a real issue with the 747, unfortunately, in this sim, so hopefully they figure that out. I think that Allegiant flight is still rolling down the hill as we speak. Oh my gosh, that was so funny, man. You were so done. You control alt deleted that thing and just threw your hands up, man. That was funny. Are you running FusePic FSUI PC with P3D? Maybe that was the issue. It's like air traffic control down at the Bahamas just came on. We're not going to be talking to them though. We will, if Miami comes on, we'll talk to Miami, but they are not on yet either. So we'll be on Unicom for this flight for sure for the rest of it. Possibly. Yeah, man. That was, like I said, I had that happen. That was years ago. Speaking of Airbus, did you see, I think there was an Aerosoft interview a couple days ago. They confirmed that they are bringing the 320 products over to Microsoft Flight Sim. So that should be interesting. I'm looking forward to it. I'm a FSLABS guy myself. I know Aerosoft really can't touch the FSLABS, but anything has got to be better than the default A320 we have in this sim right now. So I'm looking forward to it. And we're not getting FSLABS in this sim for at least a year and a half, maybe longer. Matthews hinted at it a while back. Gotcha. Yeah, I knew the CRJ was in the works. I suspected they would obviously eventually bring it over, but good to hear them actually say it, you know? NGX3 though will definitely be the creme de la creme of the add-ons once it's finally released. It'll probably be first as well. Although it looks like the CRJ is ahead of them. Looks like Aerosoft's ahead of them in that regards, but we all know the PMDG NG3 will be a little bit more modeled, well, a lot more modeled than that CRJ. But we'll see. I think what we've got in the sim for now works. The certainly the mods that the community has done with the A320neo is fantastic. I know they've got a lot more things coming as well, so that should be cool. We'll drop the sharklets. Oh my gosh. FSLABS still hasn't released those sharklets, huh? We saw that thing in like February, dude. It is now September and they still can't get that thing out. To be honest, I was gonna buy it, man. It was on my radar for a year and a half. But then this sim came out. I doubt it. I still got P3D installed, but you just can't compare the visuals of this simulator to that one. It's hard. Obviously, the high fidelity aircrafts in P3D still will definitely top this for a while. But I'm telling you, man, once we start getting those add-ons over here, I will probably remove it altogether, being honest. Alright folks, we're almost there now. We are, let's see, just west of Sarasota. Another lovely airport I gotta check out here in Microsoft Flight Sim 2020. Off the coast of Sarasota, north of Naples. I think around Naples we'll start slowly heading down. We're direct Carter at the moment, and then we'll pick up the RNAV for runway 09 into Key West. Lovely day for flying up here, man. This is what Sunday morning flights are about. In the real world too. It's just, I love flying on Sunday mornings. Airspace is usually a little bit quieter, especially here in Southern California. Lovely weather most of the time, at least 99% of the time. Although hot as heck here this weekend. I think we're going up to 114 today. Not fun. As long as they don't pull an Eaglesoft and drop an add-on for a platform folks have migrated off of. Eaglesoft. Who's Eaglesoft? Or did you mean Aerosoft, Johnny? if you're talking about labs, they're gonna drop it, man. They're going to drop it. They've been developing it for P3D. They're not gonna just switch gears. I just surprised that it has taken them this long. I mean, I get they're modeling certain aspects of the sharklets that you would find in the real world that differ from the wing fenced Airbuses, but I mean, it's not a total overhaul of the A320 and their existing products. So unless they're running into significant bug and overall development issues, I really don't understand why it's not out yet. But like I was telling you and John, they work at their own pace. They really don't have any competition out there, so when it gets done, it gets done. They are not in a rush. I did see they teased the Concorde though. They haven't said a word about it, just threw up a picture and let the community speculate to no avail. But everyone is pretty much saying the texture and the quality of the aircraft looks like it's an MFS product. I highly doubt it's going to be for Prepare 3D. They've mentioned that they're sunsetting it. They don't, on their roadmap update at least a couple months ago, it was not something that they were ever going to pick back up, but yeah, they are. So I assume it's going to be for MFS, Microsoft Flight Sim. We'll see though. I really love this cabin, man. I gotta find a way to mess with the CG file a bit here so we can walk behind it. It's strange that they don't allow you to. They blocked it off. It's, if it wasn't modeled, I could see, but it is fully modeled back there, so I don't know why they don't let you walk behind it, or at least have a camera view back there like they do for the airliners. Interesting. Slightly northeast of a northwest of Naples now. This aircraft is relatively easy to handle in the descent. We've got speed brakes and all too, so we can literally drop her out of the sky and still be on a nice profile down. We'll start down here in about 2-3 minutes and then check out our weather down at Key West. All right, let's take a look here. So we've got our METAR here at Key West. Currently, wow, it's windy. We've got winds 110 at 11, gusting to 19 knots, 10 statutes of a mile. Clear skies, 32 degrees Celsius, altimeter 3000. 100 more miles visibility. Ceiling at least 12,000 square miles. Clear skies below 12,000 AGL. No significant weather observed at this time. So we're looking good, man. It's a great day to come down here into Key West. It's a bit windy and gusty on arrival, but we'll manage, hopefully. Like I said, it's not a lot of runway down there, so we've just got to get her down and get her stopped. Oh yeah, let's do this. Slowly start down. We're still on Unicom. I just double checked to V-Pilot. No one on. So we will slowly begin our descent down here. We'll dial in 200. And let's see if flight level change works. No, let's do vertical speed mode then. Take a look at the FMC and our ND here. So we're going to cross KTAR or Qatar at a roughly 200. And then pick up Corgi, and then we'll continue the RNAV into runway 09. Got weather radar on. We've got a little bit of an indication of precipitation off to our east, but definitely no factor. We just went over the weather and the METAR down at the airport, and it doesn't look like there's any issues there. So we're good to go here, folks. We're looking good. Increase that rate of descent just a bit. Alright, profile's looking good. Yeah, McKnight's a wonderful day for flying, man. Looks, we've had great weather the entire way. The entire way. That is Naples, Florida, off there to our left-hand side. We're off to our east. Those of you just tuning in, welcome. Welcome here to another stream. Those of you just tuning in for the first time, definitely appreciate you all stopping in. We're in the CJ4, making our way down into Key West. We departed Pensacola, Florida, roughly an hour ago. Been a great flight so far. No weather, no turbulence. Aircraft is performing well. We're on VATSIM, no ATC, no air traffic anywhere near us. So we'll continue to monitor Unicom Air as we make our way into the Keys. We are shooting the RNAV, again, just to give you guys an indication as to where we are and what we're doing. Like I said, we're just past southwest of Naples. We'll continue down south to Carter. And then we'll pick up the RNAV for runway 09. Weather down at Key West, gusty, very gusty, but clear. Clear skies. So 110 at 11, gusting to 19, 10 statute of a mile. 32 degrees Celsius, altimeter 3000. But like I said, a really great day for flying. And slow that rate of descent just a hair. Florida's looking good down there. Starting to pick up that nice blue water. It's clear enough that we might actually be able to shoot the visual. We'll see. See as we get a little bit closer. The texturing in this aircraft, in all of these aircrafts, is just fantastic. It really is. Obviously, this aircraft, no real VNAV profile, because Busby is essentially our final approach fix into runway 9, and it's telling me flight level 15, or it means 1500 feet, and they've just incorrectly pegged FL flight level to it. That could be what it is as well. Yeah, because if they were saying 15,000 feet, it would have had a 0 next to it. They just need to get rid of the FL. Obviously, you're below 18,000. It's not called flight levels anymore. Alright, approaching Qatar. What are we, 236 on the altitude? Not too far off. Let's see, let's go down to about 8,000 now. Got a lot of room down there to work with. So if we're too high, definitely can vector ourselves accordingly. Get back on the path there. Let's pull the speed back just a little bit. We're nearing overspeed here. Let's increase that rate of descent. And now that we are at 220 and roughly 50 miles from the airport, we can start to make our radio calls. U.S. international traffic, got a citation 219 Charlie Mike out of 220. About 50 north of the airport here. I'm going to shoot the RNAV runway 09 approach. U.S. international traffic. Alright, that's our radio call on Unicom. I'm gonna set 250 indicated on the speed. I don't want to be at 250 yet, but I'll set it. Wow, look how gorgeous it is. It's getting gorgeous out there. Look at that. That looks so good. Alright, we can pull this back a bit. And we really want to start down a little bit more aggressively now. And those engines spooling back. It is gorgeous out there. This is the type of stuff that you would need several add-ons for in other sims to get. I mean, literally default aircraft, default weather, default textures. This is all out of the box in this simulator. It's fantastic. Listen, it's not without its issues, it's not without its bugs. It's the first release, guys. It will get better. It will get better. Our airport's off there to our left. We're through our transition. 299 or 8 is set and cross-checked. Our fuel's still looking good. Oil pressure and oil temperature in the green. We expect no issues on arrival. We're looking good. Bring the speed back just a hair more. Once we get to 10,000, we want to make sure we are 250 on the speed and below. Can't make out our airport yet. Let's go. This is gorgeous, man. We're going to set our altitude down 3,000. Let throttle all the way back. Let's make that speed 240 now. That's 10,000 feet. We're gonna get the landing lights. Yeah, we'll get the logo lights on, why not? Squaring up now for our approach. Jets, we want to be at about 3,000 feet. We're a bit high, but we're coming down. Make that speed 220 indicated. There's the lovely chain of islands down there. Like I said, this aircraft is very friendly to manage on descent. It slows down quickly, so you're able to manage your VNAV profile rather well. Could almost drop right over the airport and still make it. Looking good. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Key West traffic citation 219 Charlie Mike. We're out of 6,700. About 15 west, southwest of the airport now. Coming in for runway 09 Key West traffic. Again, we're making our radio calls here on VATSIM. No traffic, no ATC, but always want to make sure we're doing it just in case. I think that's our airport down there. We'll go 1,500 on the altitude. Don't mind me, just taking some screenshots here. Look at that. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Profile's looking good, speed's looking good. Let me slow that rate of descent just a bit here. Key West traffic, citation 219 Charlie Mike. We are base for runway 09. Key West international traffic, base for runway 09 out of 2,200. Again, we could definitely disconnect the autopilot and fly the rest of this in, but I want to see how well this aircraft actually handles this approach. Oh my gosh, look at that. Look at that water. Wow. Alright, enough eye candy. We've got to land this plane. Speed's coming back nicely. Want to go 195 on the speed. We're leveled at 1500, squaring up now for the runway. I'll hit approach, although I don't know if it's actually working in this aircraft, but we'll hit approach to see what it does. I think there's our runway. Back to my aircraft, there's our chime. Gotta go flaps 1.
Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear.
Pull gear down. Put the lights on. That is supposedly going to get fixed as well. Shouting landing gear as soon as you drop 1 notch of flaps. It shouldn't be that aggressive that early, but all good. Default aircraft here, folks. It's doing its job relatively well for the most part. We're a bit slow, but we're starting to pick back up the speed here. No worries. There was some turbulence. Yaw damper is off. Don't know why that island down there looks like crap. But it's starting to load in. I have to bump our terrain draw level up here so it draws this this scenery in a little bit earlier. All good though. Key West traffic citation 219 Charlie Mike. We're on a 5-mile final for runway 09. Key West traffic. Last notch of flaps. Our landing checklist gear is down. Flaps are 30 and indicated. Yaw damper is off. We've got our lights. We've made our last call. Looking good. We're a bit slow. Not a lot of runway here, so we just want to make sure we get her down and get her stopped. The sounds on this aircraft is interesting as well in touchdown. It really sounds like you dropped a ton of bricks when you touch down initially. A bit gusty, like we read in the METAR, but we're holding her steady. Be alright. Five hundred checked. Pull back the power. Just let her bleed off. Let her bleed off. There we go. Back on the center line. Wants to kick right so bad. Come on, come on. Get on the brakes. 70 knots out of reverse. Sure that ton of bricks isn't how you dropped it? No, I promise you, man. It just wasn't too bad this time, at least from the sounds of it. Alright, we're off the runway. Get the flaps up. Get our strobe off. Landing light off. Where are we parking? Maybe we're off this way. Any GA ramp around here? Yeah, it was decent. It was gusty, man, so I was trying to hold her, but, you know, a little bit more practice in this aircraft. Hell of an approach, though. That was fun. Yeah, I think I vacated wrong side. Hole punching your tire in those edge lights. I know, man, they got them all over the place. I know we should have turned the strobes back on. We're back on the runway, but it's all good. We disconnected from VATSIM, so we're alright. No one's here. That was fun though, man. That was a nice little flight. Pensacola was great. The approach into the keys were great. This is what this simulator is about, man. I would have never been doing this kind of flight in P3D or Xplane, to be honest. Taking the scenic route. Better than what Johnny's scenic route was when we did that group flight, man. This is all default, man. Default aircraft, default airports, default weather, default terrain, everything out of the box, and it was really an enjoyable flight. You're not getting that out of the box in any other simulator, any other game. Alright, there are our friends. We'll go up here to the ramp, to the FBO. Shots fired. That man was looking for the airport for an hour. We both were, but he was looking for an hour and a half. Flew over that damn airport so many times and didn't even see it below us. We gotta do some group flights again, man. Those are fun. Alright, crossing another active. No one's here. Clear on final, clear on clear down the runway. Got some TBMs out here. Looking good. Can we find a ramp agent or what? Or is this just a free-for-all? The aircraft does not want to turn. What the hell? Come on. I see one ramp guy. He's tending to that TBM over there, so all turboprops. We're a jet. We should get priority, but all good. I'm over here. Make sure we don't clip anybody. Park up next to this TBM. Valet parking. I know. You guys are slacking. Leave it here, boys. Take care of her. Alright, what's up? Parking brake. We'll kill the engine. Or a warning. We'll get the gens off. Avionics. Kill the battery. Ladies and gents, we are here. Lovely down at the Keys down here in Florida. That was a fun flight. I really enjoyed it. Hope you guys enjoyed it as well. Appreciate you all tuning in for the flight at TBM. Our next stream will probably fly to TBM. My second favorite GA aircraft in this sim. We'll probably, my first favorite actually. We'll take up the TBM. I think we'll check out Colorado. We'll check out Aspen and Telluride. That's how you pronounce it, I think. Telluride. Those sceneries are incredible from the pictures and videos I've seen. So we'll definitely head over there next time. But this was great. I really appreciate you all tuning in. Hope you all have a great rest of your Sunday, a great rest of your weekend. Those of you in the States, happy Labor Day weekend. Enjoy the day off of work or school or whatever you have going on tomorrow. Yeah, I don't know when exactly we'll be back. You know, it's kind of up in the air, but we'll see. We shall see. Definitely will be VATSIM again. Friday we'll do another VATSIM FNO. But yeah, that's it, man. This was great. Appreciate you tuning in, and you all take care. Have a great rest of your day. See ya.
I'm never gonna repeat it. I took a break, but now I'm never leaving. Yeah, I feel like something woke inside. Heartbeat working overtime. Everything was motorized, but now I'm up and more alive. So let my family know I'm fine and it's a new day. Cause there's a whole lot I gotta say. So I'ma tell the world that